You still have them, yet they are latent in you. It is very easy to ascend to the spiritual plane during sleep, because this is the time the spiritual body is active and the physical body is inactive. Once you regain the knowledge of how these higher senses, of how to use these higher senses, you will be able to see, we will be able to raise vibrations of the physical body to the spiritual level, going higher and higher until they pass through the etheric body, taking the physical body with it, turning inside out. Another way is that the soul, just the soul and the spirit, will ascend, leaving the body behind. To overstand the first method, imagine a pond relating whirlpools on the surface of the water and radiating out from you in an even greater circle. We have shown the effects on our imaginary surface represented by broken lines. Now examine these waves closely. And you will notice that their touching points are represented by dots or nodes. Now imagine yourself in a sea of ether rather than water flowing in and around you. Imagine the dots completely surrounding you from head to toe, constantly changing and interacting with each other with the speed of thought. Colors constantly change, radiating, rising and expanding. Everything is still and quiet. The eyes are made single. You make a buzzing sound like a hum. You tune in all lights. You tune all lights in. You make the buzzing sound come from the outside of the body to the inside of the body until you hear and feel the whole body vibrate. So as your body is vibrating and becomes attuned, the crystal on these ships is perfectly tuned to the pilot like a computer link. The craft itself has a limited awareness level, as would a thought form entity. The beam ship contains 7 crew members, just as Bennett, who are all the same density as the craft. Then a teleportation sequence is possible. All cultures go through states of higher technological development prior to learning that everything they have accomplished can be achieved through pure thought. Humanity as a mass conscious can create any destiny it chooses to create for itself. Unquote. Well, that being said, If you are still confused, then let us see what Baba has to say about Taful in the Holy Tablets, chapter 6, tablet 3, entitled The Mission, and I quote, Lo, Anu Alun Alun El, the most highest of the high ones, who is the breath in my body, the blood in my veins, the light of my day. Please make me to love those who don't overstand me and hate me, not knowing that you sent me to them with the Nuwaubian, the right knowledge. Oh, Alun Alun El, the Most High, could I have been sent to lead the ants, since 4/5 of your living creatures are insects? I think they could have understood better than these vain, glorious human beings. Oh, Alun Alun El, the Most High, my ruler, forgive me for this question. It is the cry of this half-human nature you give me in your work. Oh, my beloved grandfather, Anu, do I have the permission to cry for those who do not love you? The hurt, the pain they are doomed to receive for their transgressions, for they cannot see nor hear you? I know, oh my Father, that you give them senses with which to praise you. Unquote. Now, that speaks for itself. Okay, and then there is the Tarbush. The crown that the Anunnaki Elohim Malkai Zodoka gave to each of us. Page 49 of the scroll entitled El Magoraj reads, now, the pyramid itself refocuses light energy into the 3 electromagnetic charges of the tachyon pair. That is why there are 3 chambers in the Great Pyramid of Khufu. Son of Sneferu. The subterranean chamber represents the physical levels of consciousness. The negative field of tachyons, and the king's chamber, the queen's chamber, represents the mental plane, the negative positive field of tachyons, and the king's chamber represents the spiritual plane of consciousness. The spiritual plane has a positive, negative, or positive charge. The pyramid is a lens or antenna that refocuses light energy. The symbol of the caduceus represents the column of light energy that can be seen in the middle of the pyramid. This column of light energy combines the 2 directional spirals of electrons. This is what creates the properties of the mysterious pyramid power. The pyramid lens causes a mirrored image. What is above the ground will appear below in the shadow form. This is where the statement, as above, so below, comes from. The important point one learns about light energy is that it is in direction spiral of the electron. The spiral that you live in is matter, things seen, illumination. Time expands from the past to the future. When the electron spirals is in the other direction, you are in the world of antimatter, things unseen. Black light energy. Here time goes from the future to the past. As mentioned before, the pyramid is an antenna that refocuses light energy in its two directions. Light is synonymous with time. Light and time has two directions. In the physical pyramid, time goes from the past to the future. The light of the world seen. In the spiritual pyramid, time goes from the future to the past. Light in existence in an unseen world, darkness. This is the symbol used by humans when they unite the two directions of light or time. The one triangle the angel's triangle symbolizes the angel sea, also called the Bermuda Triangle, on a 32 to 33 degree latitude, which connects from Bermuda to Puerto Rico to Miami, Florida, and home to the extraterrestrial beings called the Maldikians, who crashed down in the seas of tar millions of years ago. It is the inverted triangle, and it points down. The other triangle, the Devil's Triangle, symbolizes the Devil's Sea, located in the Philippines at the Tropic of Cancer, 32 degrees to 33 degrees latitude. And the 3 points are from northern Philippines to Guam to the east coast of Japan. This is the upright triangle. The Tropic of Cancer is the line that travels around the globe and touches all the special spots, which includes the pyramids of Tamarick and the pyramids of Mexico. At the north celestial pole in the heavens, 1 degree from the North Pole is an opening to the underworld, Shambhala, the city of Aghartha, where many beings from inner and outer space live. There is an inner sun called the Black Sun, which is 600 miles in diameter. This is how they named them. In reality, they are both energy points, having nothing to do with angels and devils. North Geographic Pole, near the center of the Arctic Ocean, latitude 66.6, the number of the beast, the place of the abyss. Christian historians say all points lead to the devil. Instantaneous North Pole, the point where the Earth's axis meets the surface or the devil's doorway. Your Earth wobbles as it turns on its axis, shifting the devil's doorway. North Pole at balance locates the North Geographic Pole, moving slowly towards America, where he located some of the devil's capitals, where his followers will be able to call him forth instantaneously at his doorway. North Magnetic Pole, the point where all compasses points to. Again, it is the center of attraction of evil if you listen to Christians who can't explain it. So it becomes evil and the devil. Geographic North Pole, the point that Earth's magnetic field points to. All the forces of the galactic heavens Satan gathered to help him focus mischief on that point. They teach that it produces enormous power and energy. Now, the Jews stole this symbol as their mogen or shield. The symbol was used in the Essene village where a so-called Jew named Yeshua, Jesus, of 2,000 years ago, is said to have been raised, who said in Revelation, "I stand at the door and knock." Revelation 3:20. Its meaning is the uniting of two directions of light energy so that one can pass into the spiritual world and overcome the physical world. The first step one must take is to develop his sensing ability to see and hear light energy. At this point, he or she has begun his or her initiation into the higher levels of consciousness. The universe itself can easily express itself into two directions of light energy. Everything in the universe is a spiral. Two directions of light energy moving in, two directions moving out. The electrons are in a constant spiral around the nucleus. The moon is in a constant spiral around the earth around the sun, and so on. The subatomic particles of light energy are moving in and out as they make up the energy fields of the universe. It is in these energy fields that the power of the universe is expressed, tachyon energy. The knowledge of shapes and the electromagnetic fields that they produce has been all understood and have been handed down from other generations and are represented in the use of the dunce cap. The dunce cap, or the TP, the cone shape produces the mental plane, the negative positive field of tachyon energy. This is why the dunce cap was used on the slow learner, or the wizard, or the magician, or witches. The shape of the dunce cap actually produces the negative positive frequency or the negative positive electromagnetic charge. Many slow learning children need this electromagnetic charge to function in this time period. Do you follow, people? Refer back to the previous video entitled The New Electromagnetic Frequency, New Astral Mutations. The pyramid is an antenna that will magnify your own energy field. It will increase your ability to send and receive the wisdom you need. You cannot watch TV without a set to receive without a set of antennas to receive the frequencies. The reception of the set is magnified by a good antenna. In the same manner, you will find it easier to enter the mental plane with a tool that will magnify your own energies. Thus, you can learn to make your own covenant with the Alien, the Most High, as the Israelites did with the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant, El Nabut, Shil El Biruth, was nothing but a capacitor, which is an electric condenser, the same as the pyramid. The Ark was a portable communication center. It was designed so that the Elohim could communicate through this receiver to the Levitical priesthood of the Israelites. The Ark of the Covenant was wrapped in layers of gold. Exodus 25:10 through 11. A pyramid only becomes a condenser when a crystalline substance is on the outside. A condenser is the same as a capacitor. It stores energy, but its shape alone will create an energy field. Do you follow? Now, you can claim there is no such place as hell, or hell is what you make it, all you want. However, just pay close attention to the introduction of scroll number 76. What and where is hell? The Grand Al-Mufti, Divine, Noble Reverend, Dr. Malachi Z. York, 33 degrees, 720 degrees, Imperial Grand Potentate responds with this, and I quote, "It's up to you, of course, to make the choice. My job is to inform you about what's in store for those who reject Jesus Christ as their personal Savior. The Bible the Old and New Testament. Now there is the Quran, or the Last Testament of the Comforter. And how many times the word hell is in it? In Holy Tablets, chapter 6, tablet 16, entitled The Hell. In verses 151 through 159, he says, whether against the mortals or the ritual laws of Anu, Alun, El, the Most High, greatly affected by the sight of these horrors did I weep, falling to the ground and seeking mercy for my people, knowing that the time of repentance had passed for them to enter paradise. So sad a place, so sad a people, how great they were and will be again. I fell on my face and prayed, Anu, Alun, El, the Most High, for the power to release my people from this destiny, for the terrible torment that would befall them if they did not run to grace. I pleaded and pleaded that you be spared. A voice said, my servant, there is no respect for the person, no taking of bribes with me. Whoever performs good deeds will find his place in paradise. Whoever does evil, he will end up in one of the hells. For he said, I am the Rab, sustainer, and I search the heart. I try the ruins to give every mortal according to his ways, according to the fruits of his doing. Not merely keeping faith in the heart, but in his practice. But in his practice. And their actions, watching their dress, their manner of eating. For the righteous enter before the food hungry and still leave hungry, knowing that the world is not quenched. Unquote. This is telling us that Baba, as some of us call him, cannot intercede for any of us. So you can forget all about that fancy. People, the shortest surah, chapter 103 of El's Holy Quran states, and I quote, Wah! And I swear, by Al-Asr, the time of the squeezing of the innocent's soul, it will be squeezed from his body. Surely this is the age when the insane, the innocent, are overcome by khusr, defeat, except for those who are faithful and amilu al-salihati, work to perfect their beings, and are advocates of al-haqqa, the facts, and are advocates of al-sabr, the patience and endurance. Nepkamu Senatum Rey is doing his best at advocating the truth and advocating the patience, and his best is all Nepkamus can do. However, time is running out. People, the end of school on this physical plane is only 13 months away. A saying which the angel Melchizedek put in many of his scrolls: stop buying time for error. Thus ends today's video. We hope you have learned something from this video, and we urge you to share this video and to subscribe to the only channel where you will learn true ancient Egyptian mysteries. No more lies, no more guesswork. So share, subscribe, click on the like button below, and see you at the next video.